Vladimir Putin could personally put a bullet in the head of an American soldier, and Donald Trump would still get on national television to tell us it was the soldier's fault. Because make no mistake about it, what happened in the Oval Office today was intended for an audience of one, Putin himself. And you will never convince me that that wasn't premeditated by Trump and JD Vance, especially when you consider that the White House chose to keep multiple reputable American news agencies out of the Oval Office today. But they did make sure to make room for a reporter representing Russian state media. Why in the fuck would we ever allow a reporter straight from Russian state media, the news agency straight up controlled by Vladimir Putin himself? They were allowed in for that meeting, but the Associated Press was not. Every bit of Trump and JD Vance's disgraceful behavior today made it very clear that they do not give a single fuck about the lives on the line. And by lives on the line, I do not just mean Ukrainian soldiers and citizens. I mean American lives too. Because what do you think happens when Vladimir Putin's forces are allowed to overrun the rest of Ukraine? Do you think he stops? Do you think Vladimir Putin is going to be satisfied with just decimating Ukraine? Absolutely the fuck not. If Vladimir Putin is allowed to overrun Ukraine, that will set into motion a chain of events that will force American soldiers to be put in the line of fire eventually. That is the inevitable outcome of what Donald Trump and JD Vance are doing right now. Because even if Vladimir Putin decided to suddenly stop being a complete psychopath, something we know will not happen, what JD Vance and Donald Trump did today won't just embolden Vladimir Putin. And I don't doubt that Donald Trump is too stupid to understand all of this. I don't doubt that Donald Trump is speaking purely out of stupidity and ego and whatever the fuck it is that Vladimir Putin clearly has to hold over his head. But JD Vance fucking knows. He knows. He understands. He just doesn't care. JD Vance is fine with signing the death warrants of American soldiers as long as it further ingratiates him with Donald Trump and therefore further advances his own pursuit of power. And the overwhelming majority of the Republican Party has also made it clear they don't give a shit. Lindsey Graham went on national news immediately after what happened in the Oval Office and referred to what happened as the best television he had ever seen. The best television. This isn't a goddamn sitcom, Lindsey. As you observe the actions of politicians in DC in the coming days, I want you to remember that not only do none of those assholes have a family member whose life is on the line, many of them would stand to gain a substantial amount from America being forced into another war, because most of them are directly invested in defense contractor companies. They will financially benefit from America being forced into another war. And that is one of the many reasons why none of those fucking cowards will stand up and say what Donald Trump did today was a national fucking disgrace.